I think knowing what you're getting into,
Right.
right? Like if you have question, ask. If you need help, ask. If you don't know, ask. Because you don't want, like you said, you don't want it to be overwhelming. It can get overwhelming too. You also, if it's your first time, you're not going to know the answer to a lot of things.
Right.
And there should be a support system where it makes it easy for you, where it's not going to be this horror story that you don't want to foster after this one,
That's
or you
right.
just want to return it, right? So having the knowledge to know and not to know is a good concept, I guess.
That's great.
And then I would say research your rescue. I think that is the
It's very
worst
smart.
scenario for people getting into foster, because I've had some horrible rescue I've been involved with. I've been involved with amazing rescue as well. And you think like all these big rescue that everyone's gung ho about is so amazing, but you don't know what's behind closed door until
Right.
you're a foster for them and you are left abandoned, which is a horrible story. So research your rescue, know that the rescue with is gonna back you up, because you all know that you guys foster that there is great rescue and there's shitty rescue, and the bigger name rescues are usually shitty rescues. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and sometimes you're right. Like sometimes rescues will just disappear. I mean, our rescue, my sister and I, it's so small that we're probably overly involved. But you're absolutely right. Sometimes, people just want to save the dog, get the dog out, get the dog out,
Or
put the
get the
dog in a
grant.
foster, and then they just disappear. That's right. I
A
mean,
lot of big rescue has a lot of grants
yeah,
and a lot of things where it's great, but then it's that whole thing. You have all these grant and funding coming in, and do your research on your rescue. I don't think a reputable rescue should use any rescue fund as a source of income. That's all I could say.
oh, yeah, we don't make any income off of
Oh,
rescue.
there's
Or
some that can write
fostering.
off
Horse
their
fostering.
mortgages if you ever look into it.
We spend a lot of money, that's for sure, but we don't make any money. But those are really smart things because, like you said, and I'll say it again, if you are a first time somebody, because we're going to talk about in a second, like, and if you want to touch on that or Yuki, like even how to get involved, but you've got to be smart about it. Ask the questions. I always tell my clients on the dog training end, don't be afraid to ask me questions if you're not sure, and which is obviously, it's a different subject, but empower yourself. Ask the rescue, how long do you expect me to foster this dog? Is there any type of paperwork I have to fill out? Is there a contract? What do you provide? When will the dog go to the vet? Am I responsible for taking the foster dog to the adoption events? Like how I have a friend of mine that's fostering for a rescue, and I'll just leave it at that. And she's reached out to me several times because she's like, the rescue is not helping me at all adopt this dog out. And she's got two other dogs already in her home. And she took in this other dog to foster. And I've given her some guidance. And she's hanging in there for sure. But the rescue that she's fostering for,
That's why I
to
say
your point,
do
that's
your
right.
research on your rescue.
Yeah.
Just because they're big, just because they're known, does not mean they're a great rescue.
That's right. And know 100% what you're getting into. Ask the questions because at the end of the day, unfortunately, when things fall apart, the dogs are the ones that suffer.
They do.
And then, it just can become a really tragic thing for the dogs. So, Yuki, how would people get involved if they wanted to start fostering?
In my situation, I just took it upon myself to decide to adopt these, not adopt, but foster these two dogs that I saw on Facebook. And thank God they were so non-reactive kind of dogs where if I took in a third dog, which I did, they didn't have any aggression or anything against the third dog, which helped out a lot. And I was very lucky to have that experience. But I think in the long run, you should ask questions or get good advice from rescues and other fosters
Yep.
because learning on the run is pretty difficult.
Yeah.
And it's not easy. I thought it was at first. I thought, oh, these puppies are really cute. I won't have them for a very long time, and I'm sure they'll be adopted no problem. But certainly didn't be the case for these two dogs that I had started with. So it's a lot of work still, but in the end, it's very rewarding that someone does adopt it and they're very happy, and you see pictures of the dogs with the family, and it's just very rewarding to do that. So
Yeah.
If you want to foster, know your limitations, do some research, think about what kind of equipment you might need to foster. Like this house here is set up with 3 gates.
Yep.
So we can control the flow of different dogs, different packs, so there's no problems. We try to socialize them as much as possible when they are here, but sometimes the DNA of a bigger dog isn't necessarily conducive to meeting a small prey type dog. So yeah, you really got to be careful. You can't trust all dogs. You just have to be super careful.
Yeah, those are great points, Yuki. I love that. Like, especially if you're bringing a dog into a multi-dog household, making sure that bringing in that initial,
Yes.
the foster dog is safe, and slowly integrating a pack, which for me, it would always be taking those dogs on a walk together. But sometimes, I mean, we have small dogs in this foster home, we have big dogs, and they stay in separate areas, and we have managed it really well. But just to be super cautious, take things slow, ask your questions. Like we discussed earlier, LA County, reaching out, finding out how you can become a foster through the county. Next door, I've talked about this on prior podcasts. That's a good way. Sometimes people will be asking, for fosters, things of that nature. But yeah, just really be thoughtful about it and start slow and have a support system like the 3 of us have been able to support each other. And again, like you talked about, Jessie, a dog that we have in this house, she had a huge growth on her side and she had to have surgery, and she had just had little puppies. And you were so gracious to take those puppies in, bottle fed them, you took care of them.
Yeah, my doggy did the
Yeah.
weaning, well, the pooing part.
The pee and the poo, but you fed them.
I still have that on Facebook.
And they came back
Your
here.
big German Shepherd licking their butts.
Yeah.
My chihuahua too. Don't forget the
So
chihuahua.
you didn't have to do that part. But when they came back here, Jessie wanted nothing to do with them, but you did the hard part.
Yeah.
Like you took care of them, and then
But they were
they.
eating already when they came back.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, they were
Jessie.
already- yeah.
True to Jessie. Jessie.
She was all like, I'm done. I
She's
had
like,
my freedom.
She's like, they're back. Those
She's like, I
babies
thought they
are
were
back."
gone.
Yeah.
I
So
don't-
definitely ask
But
questions.
she would not have survived
Had
to
she
a
not
point
had the
where,
surgery.
she had to have surgery because she would not have survived past to where the puppies would be totally weaned.
Yeah. And so to have a network like we have, and for you to be able to step in and say, hey, I'll take those puppies.
You were looking for a mama. I said, I don't have a mama, but I can feed them if you need.
But you did it. And that's how we make
Also, like,
stuff
I can feed 'em.
happen. So have a great network of people that you trust, that you can rely on. But again, people are always saying, save the dog, save the dog. In order for people to save the dog, rescues to save the dog, we need people to open up their homes and their hearts so we can provide them with that safe, loving, nurturing experience that will help them thrive in order for them to go into their forever homes and be successful there. So do you guys have anything you want to add as we're wrapping up? Say long.
I don't have anything to wrap up.
All righty. So here we are.
Yes.
Cheers again, you guys. Actually, this is a little addicting. I thought it was going to be super sweet, and I don't like sweet at all. This
No.
is very refreshing.
Citrusy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like super
Yeah.
lemony. Put a straw in that bottle, and you're good to go. Put your butt in a lawn chair.
I think we finished the bottle.
We're gonna finish the bottle for sure. You can hang out at the foster house as long as you want to. And again, it's so great to have you here. Super
I'm
excited.
sleeping over.
You can sleep over
Okay.
as long as you're okay with a dog or 2 on your lap or on your head.
I think I sleep with like 7 of them.
Oh, I have 5. Well, I have 4 on me, and then
Well,
one.
cats. I have like 2 chihuahuas, like one here, one here.
Yeah.
Gracie here, Mochi here, Grizzly here.
It's-
oh